Hello, Vivid Psycho here telling you guys to try the mushroom stew. I mean, it's really good. Alright, so I'm bringing you part 2 of my Minecraft world, where last episode I showed you guys my smaller ships, and here I'll be showing you guys my larger ships, which are truly ships. Large vessels, battleships, destroyers, even an aircraft carrier. So this is what I showed you guys. Let's let it load in here. Let's head over here. So, I showed you guys all of these last episode, which took longer than I thought because I didn't remember doing the interior for a lot of them. So, first up, let's get right into it. On this one, we have the HMS Daring, which is a Type 45 Daring class destroyer. So, in the front, it's just blank, and we have a large, I believe this was called the CIWS weapon system. I think this is the large minigun that shoots really fast. It can shoot down missiles and such headed towards the ship. Nice design of this around the edges. Here we have the missile system. All these go down into the deck, but I didn't actually build a deck in this one. Totally blank. I could definitely do it. You guys could help if you even wanted to. See these for yourself in person. There's a lot more on the real ship, I believe, but you know, it's Minecraft, so I couldn't really make them like huge. I really like the shape of this. I didn't do anything on the inside of this, but I'll just show you guys really quick. Really blank. There's a whole nother room in here that I could have built stuff in, but I didn't. The one thing I really like about this ship is just the shape of the front, how it wraps around the back, and then how it's really flat in the front. I just like this kind of look. I don't know why. It also has a large radar ball on the top. It's got a large ball. It's a uniball. Nice little radars, dishes, antennae. So here's where that room would lead. There's nothing in here. I don't know why I didn't put doors. Yeah, I didn't put doors on either one, but I can add them always. Here's a little pillar, so if I put a door, I could hide a pressure plate right here, and as soon as you walked over here, you can just walk right in. You wouldn't worry about seeing it from really far away. So here's another long corridor with a miniature CIWS. There's two on both sides. Large radars, dishes, antennae. And here's another smokestack. And here's the main smokestack. Well, I guess they're both the same size, kind of. Antenna, and then this is actually an aircraft carrier. It's a helicopter, or VTOL, I guess. Anything, like a Harrier could land here. But you wouldn't consider that a helicopter. And I built this kind of door up here like it was open. But I didn't build the inside. Or even separate this, like I could come across here. Oops. Oh, I thought it came out to here, but it doesn't. Okay, but hope you guys can see okay. But I have a lot to do in here. And I could always add, I really want to add helicopters and stuff, but I haven't built any helicopters. I could always add Harriers, but helicopters would just look better. So I'll probably add some helicopters in there and even out here on the deck. So next up we have an old ship, really old. See, we got the guns on the ship on the side, kind of like an old pirate ship. It's a Tegathoff class battleship. This one has a nice large anchor system here. It kind of comes down. This one goes down, out. So it kind of looks like they're leading to the anchors. It has 4 large anchors. And it's got these massive, massive guns. The front one has these hatches. I think this is just so it doesn't touch or something. It also has these so it can turn. Kind of gives it a turnable look. It's got the ladders on the side, both sides. This one also has the massive guns plus the 3 side guns. Or 3 secondary guns on top. And this reminds me of some kind of like bed. I don't really know what it is. It's on that one too. I guess it's not for making sure it doesn't bend. It's got a bunch of side guns on it. I'll just go down and show you guys. It's pretty much equal on both sides. So we'll just kind of we'll try to go on a little tour here. So here we have the watchtower. It has multiple levels. This one is really small holes, portholes to see. I guess if you're getting shot, you don't want a huge hole. Once again, small portholes to see. I'm actually flying a little higher, so there we go. And that's actually the height of this one, but it gets a lot taller on another one. Plenty of secondary guns. This thing is not short on weapons whatsoever. Here's a room in here I didn't do anything with. I don't know what I would put in there. Maybe like an operations room. It's kind of small and near the front. Here's another room I could do something with. I didn't even put the floor in for this one, so the floor would just come in like that, but go all the way back. Maybe I could put like a bathroom or something. I won't do it here, but so I gotta go all the way back there, but that's how that goes. Oops, I didn't put pressure plates on the inside of this one. So then you would come up here, or you could just go up. You don't have to go inside to get there. You could go up these stairs. I believe this just leads in. Yep, that leads into that room. This goes to that, and then this is just another watch level. You go up these stairs. They all work. I'm just flying so we can go fast. Watch area. That's actually a nice, good view of the ship. You could see all the guns. And these come out to the sides. You could see better. And then up here, I don't really know what this is supposed to be, but it's on the ship, so I added it because it's just there. So here's very large smokestacks, 2 of them. And then here I could have put, I believe there's a bunch of different designs of boats here, so I could have put 2 here, but I just put 1 so it would leave room and doesn't look too cramped. And right here, this is on both sides too. It's got this little viewing area, I guess. I don't really know what this is supposed to be. And see, on this side, I did a different style of boat. I was experimenting. Side guns. And it's got this. See, this is for another one, boat. And here's another style. And I believe this is the same style as the one on the other side. Plenty of side guns, secondary guns. And then here's the big cranes that launch them or drop them in the water. So you just come up this ladder here, and then you go right here. There's one on both sides. And then this is the same as the back. It's just instead of the anchor system, there's boxes. Same guns, exact same. Secondary guns on top, little bed things. I don't really know what to call them. Here you could put a room, I believe. Yeah, you could definitely put a room in there. I just didn't. And then right here, just another radar type thing, but I don't really know because this is way back. This is an old ship, so I don't really know why it would have radar. Well, I understand they had radar back then. Like, I think this is a World War II ship. I know they had radar back then, but not like these fancy looking radar dishes like they have in this. So there's a lot. I don't want to miss anything, so we looked up that. And then these ladders just go up the smokestacks, and I believe that's it. There's actually this part here in the middle. I don't know where the bridge is on this. I mean, I guess that's it, but that's really small for a ship this large. And there's nothing on the inside. There's just windows. They don't lead to anything. It's totally empty in there. There's this little walkway. And here's these guns. Same on the other side. So next we'll have the first ship I actually built. This is the first ship I built on this map. First tutorial by Lord Dakr. All of these were designed by Lord Dakr, but I did the interior to most of them, my design. So this is the USS Arizona. It's a BBN-39 Pennsylvania class destroyer. It was in World War II and it was sunk in Pearl Harbor. So this is the second largest ship. It's got a very large anchor system. Once again, these very large guns. It doesn't have as much secondary guns. See, none right here, none on the tops, none on the sides, but it has a bunch over here. Kind of different style guns with these coming out of the back, but for the most part, they're exactly the same. Storage boxes, secondary guns. These are kind of in the way. I mean, I don't really know. But it's Minecraft. You can't have everything exactly like real life because it blocks these pathways, but it still looks good. So here this one has 4 escape rafts, large cranes, antenna. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about the interruption. I'll edit out that part where I left for a second. So there's a little spotlight here. It's on both sides. There's a little area under there. In here there's a room. You can't really see anything because of that in the front. But I didn't do anything with it. Guns on the side, both sides. And then if we go up a layer, story, floor, whatever you want to call them. I'm trying to figure out if I can get in here. I don't believe so because it was really small area. There's nothing you could do. So in here it's just empty, nothing too much. I can't figure out how to get in there right now, sorry. Up here I believe this is the main deck. You can't get by there either. Don't know what is going on, sorry. Alright, here we go. So this I believe is the main bridge. Both of these bridges are very small on both of these for the ship, these sizes. And then there's just the smokestack. I don't believe I added a ladder to get up here. I don't know why. So right here, I don't really know what these are. I think they're large radar dishes. And then up here, I believe this is still the tallest ship of mine. Very small viewing areas. This one actually has glass. Same with this one. They're actually getting smaller each time. This is the top of this one. So, let's go check out the tallest part on the map so far. I believe it's still the tallest. Can't figure out how to get out of here. There we go. Oh no, actually, yep, that was the tallest. I believe it still is too. Yes, it is. So here is the mighty aircraft carrier. This is the Invincible class aircraft carrier. This one is huge. This is the one that I was talking about that got really close to the border. I did not expect it to go this far back. Because I thought, because initially this was the farthest it went back. I knew it would go back a little bit, but I did not expect it to go from there to there. It went back like 20 blocks more than I had imagined. Now this thing is just an absolute beast. I haven't added any planes or helicopters yet, so it has a little bit of an interior, nothing much. So if you see these circles here, those are the elevators, which are up right now. I'm going to go inside and show you the mechanics in them. They don't actually move or anything, but there's 2. And then right here is the balcony. I did do part of the interior. I didn't do that. So right here is a big open area. It's actually different on both sides, so it looks a little different because it actually is in real life. Lifeboats are kind of inwards. And there's little holes all around the ship like this that lead up to this railway that goes all the way around. You can actually see, I won't show them all. I'd probably miss some even if I tried. So see there's like one right there, there's a couple back there, and there's a few up in front. So I'll just fly around and show you guys. I actually went on a real battleship, or aircraft carrier. I went on the USS Midway in San Diego, and my grandpa actually served on that in Vietnam. He was a Marine, and it was cool going back, and he was happy because he got to see it again, and we got to access some special parts of the ship because he was we got to see where the Marines stayed, which was a close part of the ship during the time we went, but we got to see it since he served on it when he was a Marine, so that was really cool. And this is actually the first aircraft carrier I've ever seen with this ramp in the front kind of design. In here there's this little hole for storage and stuff. This I guess is a CIWS, again a mini one. And then here's the missiles. There's obviously more on the real ship than just 2. And there's a nice little shield so when the fire comes back to shoot out the missile, it doesn't burn anyone. I will be adding planes to this as well, but I just didn't get around to it. So before I show you the deck, which is empty too, I'll just show you these. So it's very basic, kind of detailed, or kind of cool looking. I don't really like the look of these like ribs. That's what they remind me of, like ribs. But I like the bottom design. It looks kind of cool. I was going to make one down, but I realized that would cut into the runway, which wouldn't look as good. So I just decided to have them both up. Oh, and I forgot to show you on this one, there's an American flag on the... I forgot to show you the back. So there's this. This actually has a plane on it in the tutorial, which I didn't really get, but I just added this because it looks better, but it also looks a little more plain, empty. And then there's an American flag. So also in the back of this one, this is probably the most detail I've added on the interior besides the elevators. There's these radars on these holes in the back. And there's this, and then you can go up these stairs to get to outside right here. Oh, I thought it went all the way through. Nope. I thought you could get up here. I don't think there's a way. Oh, you have to go from the outside. If you go from outside, there's 2 doors. So this is to get outside, and this is to get in that upper area you just saw up here. Guess we're gonna have a problem here. Let's just add a pressure plate so it'll close when we're done. Now this ship actually took 3 days with a lot of hours put in it to build. Now let me just show you guys the interior here, which isn't much. There's no interior actually. So right here there's a little radar with caution around it. Little ball radar dish. I kind of like the look of those. Not these small ones. I like the bigger balls. I like the big balls. So right here it just leads to nothing. Nothing. All of these could have rooms, like in here I could cut a door, in here I could cut a door, in there I could cut a door, but I didn't. In here I could cut a huge door, have a huge area. And then right here is the main area. Here's one of these bigger kind of radar sonar things. Sonar, that's what they're called. See, it's just really blank, really empty. And you can go up here to the main, the roof of the main one, which is that kind of radar spinning thing that spins around. And this actually comes out, it's kind of cool. It's just kind of blank in the front. So this was my biggest ship, the longest. I don't actually, I think it is taller right here than over there. I can't really tell from here. So this is a frigate. It's a small, it's kind of like that destroyer. It's pretty much a mini version of that first daring class destroyer I showed you. This one is the Type 23 frigate. It's a Duke class frigate. So in here, there's just this little anchor system. It doesn't come on the deck because it's a modern look. Right here is CIWS weapon. The same kind of missile system with less missiles. I do not really know what these are for. There's a little antenna kind of sticking out. And here's a little room. I didn't do an interior in here, but these lead to nothing. It kind of just drops down into the lower area right here. And then in here there's nothing. I guess I could put this down just to show you. Yeah, in here it's totally blank. I could put something really cool in here if I wanted, but I didn't. Feeling kind of lazy. So here's a large antenna system. Here's the smokestack. This could be a room. Yeah, I didn't make this a room, or yeah, this could all be a room here. Here's my yellow kind of boats with mini cranes here. Little machine guns on the side. Here's another boat. Is that just hanging there? Did I do that on this one? I guess I did. Ooh, I just noticed this is actually one This isn't, I'll fix that later, hopefully, if I remember. So this ladder leads up to there, to the smokestacks up here. Antennas, sonars. I don't really know what these are for. I think they're for landing, to land on the back here, because this is another helicopter craft carrier type thing. This door, I built this door open again, but this one kind of looks blank. The other one kind of came in at an angle, kind of like that, which made it look better, but this one's just square, hole flat on the back, which doesn't look as good, but it's still pretty cool. And I just noticed this now, that this one actually has only one of these, whereas the other one went back like 3 and then it had another one. So it actually had a much bigger deck. And now we're wrapping up part 2 here. We just got the 2 submarines. This is the first nuclear submarine. It's the USS Nautilus. This was the very first nuclear submarine. This one actually doesn't have an interior, but I could definitely do that. But I just put this piece here to make it look like a hatch, since there actually isn't one. Kind of cool. I like this one better personally, even though it's not American, I don't believe. This is a British ship. So this is the Trafalgar class submarine. I don't really know how to say that. I just like this one better because it comes in, this one's flat, this one comes in kind of a rounded kind of angle, which looks better to me, at least. Kind of a little fin sticking up here. And this one will go inside. This has a lot of interior, actually, a couple floors. Nice little stripe, gives it more than just the gray. I could have built this in black or the dark gray, but I thought this looks a little better. You could see the angles and everything. The black just kind of looks like, you can't really tell the shapes of everything. This one just has one in the back, one propeller. The one had 2 with this kind of fin behind it. This one is just at the very, very back. So let's take a look inside. It's got some antennas just like that one. So on the first floor, there's nothing, just this LED. I put 2 in just so it kind of stops some of the light so it's not too bright. So here's the first real floor, so we'll start going this way. So right here we just have storage. There's a lot of random storage. Here's I believe this is the bathroom hall. Yeah, these are all just stalls. They're all the same. So back here is the main storage, one of the main storages. There's a bigger one on the second lower floor. Back here is just the ladder. Both of these doors just go around to the same place. Right here is more storage, random storage, and then a large crew quarters here. And then there's more downstairs. There's no shortage of bed or storage for the people on this ship or submarine. Just random storage. I didn't know what to put back there because right here is the nope, this is the operations room. And I actually started on this. This is the first one I started to do this kind of design for the table, which looks really nice because there's a lot of room under here. So I put a redstone torch. I was gonna put, I think, one here and maybe one right there, but I wanted walk around space, so I didn't, but I just left the torches. So right here, more storage. This is the main storage. Plenty of storage. Back here, storage and missile torpedo room. These are my own style of torpedoes. And then right behind this block right here, which is right in front of the torpedo, outside you saw those trapdoors which you could open up, which wouldn't actually open up the ship, but I just thought I'd give it a look to fire the torpedoes. My own style of torpedoes. I did not notice this. I could always put some room up here. I'll do that now, actually. I'll just put some redstone torches. I am not the best with redstone torches, guys. Like, not at all. Like, making things move. I'm good at figuring out lighting with, like, these. But I'm not good at making things move at all with redstone. I'll just cover those up. Kind of pointless. Kind of getting lost here. Okay, so now on the other side of the ship, other half, okay, so we saw that. Here's the ladder. So then there's this. This is the chow hall, very large. Oh no, it's split. Here's the chow hall, still really big. apple, steak, cookie, no cake for people on this ship. And then I guess you could put like silverware in here, plates in here, cups or whatever if you want water. Back here, just storage. Here's the kitchen. These are like cabinets, cupboards, cutting board, sinks, stoves. Plenty of storage and beds. And then back here, last but not least, is the engine room with storage back here. Here's the engine room. So this one, since it only had that one in the back, if you remember the one propeller, this is where it came inside the ship because they have the iron. Behind the gold is iron that comes inside the ship just a little bit. And then I put this around it with the buttons, kind of like the other ship. And then see, you could see I did that table design with the operation / navigation / engine operation room. So that's going to bring this episode to a wrap. There's actually one more thing I believe I missed on the aircraft carrier. Well, I didn't do anything. There's a whole nother deck below the flight deck. Okay, so here's the flight deck. Here's the, I don't know what you would call this. I don't remember what they called it. And then there's also a whole nother deck under here. See, it's so long it doesn't even load over there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Part 3 will cover all of the planes over here. There's actually a lot of them, but there's not much detail. I didn't do interiors to most of them, and you can't really go inside a lot of them. But this episode is already getting pretty long, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and if you really liked it, add it to your favorites. Check out my Facebook and my Twitter, and also check out Lord Dakr's channel for all of these tutorials and plenty more great tutorials. I'll leave his channel in the description below. This was Vivid Psycho, and I'm out.